Hey, my name is Jody, and I wanted to talk to you about some things that you can do to strengthen your hair. And some of these are some amazing tips. And so, anyway, I hope these help. And, everybody has their hair falling out. I mean, it's just one of those things that we have. And, genes will play a role when your hair falls out. And, not only your genetics, but also stress can make your hair fall out. Health conditions can make your hair fall out. So if you notice that you're having an unusual amount of hair falling out, definitely speak to your doctor about it, because it could be an underlying medical condition. So, but if it's just normal things other than just normal hair loss, I'm going to give you some tips that will strengthen your hair naturally, because I'm all about doing it the healthy, natural way. First off is dial down on your heat. Your styling tools, your blow dryers, your straighteners, and all of those take a toll on your hair. And too much heat actually weakens your hair follicles and causes dry, damaged, and frizzy hair, which is interesting. So to limit that damage, if you're using your hair dryer, turn down the volume. Instead of having it on hot, turn it to warm. I know it'll take a little bit longer, but it'll be better for your hair in the long run. And then also, if you are going to use like a straightener or something, get a heat protection product. Something that you can put in your hair to kind of protect it from the heat. Usually it has something to lock in your moisture in your natural hair, because what happens is when you apply a lot of heat to your hair, it opens up the follicles like this. So it releases the natural moistures that you actually need in your hair follicle. And so that's what the heat does. When you get out in the sun, you go to the beach, and your hair you'll notice it gets a little bit frizzy or dried. Okay, well, that comes from that heat expanding your hair follicles. And so when that happens, all of that moisture escapes. Whereas keeping it cooler or heat protectant, if you know you're going to be out in the sun, use a heat protection product. Try to get a healthy one without all the parabens and the chemicals in it. And you can get those relatively easy at any store. But I would recommend, if you're going to be out in the heat, or if you're using a really hot styling tool, definitely get a heat protection product. Next, you can boost your vitamin intake. Just like the rest of your body, your hair needs specific vitamins and minerals. And these are especially good for your hair. I'm going to give you some ones: vitamin A, vitamin B, especially B12, including biotin. Biotin is a B vitamin, by the way. Vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, iron, and zinc. It's difficult to get what vitamins we need from our food. So it's always good to find a good supplement, one that doesn't contain a lot of fillers. You want to get a good vitamin. And make sure to check with your healthcare provider or your doctor before you take any supplements, because you want to make sure, because certain supplements will mess with tests and stuff like that. So you always want to make sure you get a good healthcare provider who's going to tell you, okay, take this or not take this, or don't take this before you get these tests. Number 3, go easy on the shampoo. I know I always hear this a lot, but this one, this blew my mind with this. But unless you have extremely oily hair, try reducing washing your hair to only 3 days a week. And then the rest you can use like a dry shampoo. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, most people on average use way too much shampoo. They say only use a quarter-sized bit of shampoo. And then make sure when you take that to rub it in your hands and start at the scalp and then work your way out. I rarely, if ever, use a quarter-sized amount of shampoo. I'm sorry, even with my hair, I always use way more than that. But they are saying that what actually happens is when you use way too much shampoo, that it dries it out and removes the natural oils that are in your hair that your body needs. Now you want to make sure, because I know if you've got like extra long hair or extra thick hair, which I used to have really, really, really long hair, it would start to have like a funk to it. So don't go that long. You do need to remove the dirt and chemicals that are in your hair, especially if you use a lot of chemicals daily. But try to get a good shampoo that doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it, doesn't have a lot of parabens and all of the sulfates and things like that, but get a good shampoo and then try to dial back the amount you're using, because you do have to retain some natural oils for your hair. It keeps your hair strong by doing that. Number 4, revving up your circulation on your scalp by massaging your scalp, and this is really cool, by up to 4 minutes every day. That helps boost healthy hair, and also boost the blood flow to your follicles, which you need to keep your follicles healthy and strong. You need that good blood flow. And you can do this in the shower. You can do it with your hair wet, or you can do it with your hair dry. Also, there is like scalp massaging tools that you can get. So get something like that. But be sure, if you are getting thin hair or your hair is falling out, make sure to massage your scalp really good. 4 minutes every day. Who wouldn't like a good massage anyway? I mean, we can do that. Number 5. Definitely amp up your protein, because getting enough protein is crucial to your hair follicles, because your hair follicles consist mostly of protein. So if they're starved for good protein, then of course they're going to fall out, because they're not going to have the proper protein that they need to replenish. So make sure you're getting a good protein. By the way, reach out to me, because I have a list of good proteins that will help with your hair. And if you buy like a protein shake, always make sure that you're getting a good one that doesn't have a bunch of fillers in it, because there's a lot of proteins out there that are made of just fillers, and they don't have the essential vitamins and minerals that your body needs for your hair. So make sure you get a good protein. And reach out to me for that list of good proteins. Number 6, try an egg mask. And this egg mask is really simple, and you can do this at home. The peptides that are in the egg yolk can help to stimulate your hair growth. Egg yolks contain several essential nutrients which are linked to hair growth, and these include vitamins A, D, biotin, and folate. Those are in egg yolks. So make sure to make an egg yolk mask. And here is one. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, you take 3 eggs and 4 tablespoons of slightly warm coconut oil. You just want it slightly warm. And you whisk them together until they're really mixed well. Apply it to your scalp. Massage it all the way in from the scalp to the roots, and then out all the way to the ends of your hair. Cover your hair with a shower cap, and then let it sit for 15 minutes. And then when it's done, wash it out with cool water. Because the cool water, once you've got that egg yolk in there and all those vitamins, rinsing it with cool water will help to seal in those vitamins into the shaft of your hair, which is super important, because that's what you're trying to do. Sometimes you get in the shower and you do like a hot oil treatment or something, and then you rinse it with hot water, and all that did was flush it completely out. So always make sure to rinse your hair with either lukewarm water or with cool water to get it to retain those nutrients that you just put in it. Okay? And number 7, when showering, lather your hair and rinse your hair with lukewarm water because the hot shower causes heat damage to your hair. And always finish, once you're finished with your shower, make sure you rinse your hair with that cool water because like we were just talking about, this helps it to retain that moisture. Number 8. Hey, Double J, thank you for joining me. Use aloe vera gel on your hair and your scalp. Aloe vera is so rich in vitamins A, C, E, and these vitamins actually promote healthy cell growth, including and enhancing these in your hair. So in addition, aloe vera contains B12 and folic acid, and that may be helpful in promoting healthy hair growth. When you get in there, you can use a pure gel, or you can actually take the aloe vera plant, cut it off, make sure you don't get the stickers on the side, get the actual gel you scrape out of the center, and then put that on your hair and just let it sit there. And I can give you an aloe vera mask, so reach out to me because I have that mask that you can make to help with hair growth, and that way it can help with frizzing and damage to your hair too. And it's super easy to make, and most of the ingredients we have in our homes. So that's 2 masks right there for your hair. And number 9, this one was super interesting to me because I hadn't really thought about it. But when you're using a towel, usually when we get out of the shower, we rub our head with our towel. Number 1, the towel is too hard for your hair. So it recommends getting a microfiber towel, or it recommends getting a t-shirt and using a t-shirt. And instead of rubbing our hair, which actually causes damage because it's wet, it says to take your hair and squeeze it out with the towel. Just squeeze small sections out with a towel, and then put your hair up and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes to get out the excess moisture, and then go ahead and style it as you would every day. Okay? And number 10, try an all-natural hot oil treatment, because a lot of times the hot oil treatments that we get actually contain chemicals that are not healthy for your hair. So I'm going to give you a really quick coconut and avocado treatment that is really simple and easy. You can do this at your home, but take 1 to 2 tablespoons of virgin coconut oil. Mix it with 1 to 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. And what's really important about this is you have to get an equal mix of the coconut oil and the avocado oil. Mix it depending on how your hair's thickness and your length. So if you're going to make it for more hair, suppose your hair is thicker, and you want to mix 4 tablespoons, make it sure it's 4 tablespoons of both. Make sure it's 4 tablespoons of coconut oil and 4 tablespoons of avocado oil. Now, make sure that these are at room temperature, because you don't want to burn yourself. Put them in a glass jar and then put them in really warm water so that it heats it up and gets them mixed well. Allow them to melt together, and keeping them in that warm water will do it for about 2 minutes. And then you want to make sure it's warm, well mixed, but not hot to the touch. You don't want to burn yourself. You don't want to burn your hair, because like we were talking about before, too much heat on your hair actually damages it. So you want it slightly warm. Test the temperature. If it's hot, let it cool down a little bit. Let it get so that it is just lukewarm to the touch. Hey, Lauren, thank you for joining me. Apply it to your scalp and thoroughly coat your scalp and your hair. You want to thoroughly coat it. Let it sit for 20 minutes in a shower cap. You don't have to put any heat to it or anything else. Just let it sit there lukewarm, and then rinse it really well with lukewarm water. Not cool water this time, because it's oil, and you want to make sure you get all of the oil out. And if there's a little residue of the oil, that's okay. Because you don't want it greasy, of course. I mean, that you don't want it greasy, but you want to make sure that those oils are replenishing the natural oils that you have lost with repeated shampoos and hot irons and blow dryers and all of the styling products that we use on our hair now. So all of those. And if you would like these tips and the I think there was 3 masks that I used, the coconut oil mask, the egg yolk mask, the avocado and coconut oil mask, reach out to me and I can give you those recipes for those, because they're all natural. You can do them at home and they're simple and easy. The most it would take would be 20 minutes on the one. And I'd be happy to send you those tips. So please like this video, share this video, and reach out to me. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.